What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now, today I wanted to talk about some of the first reactions that have been coming from early theater screenings of Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, most of what people are saying is actually pretty good, and in fact, no spoilers here for this entire video, but it looks like the majority of people, if you want to know, that have seen the movie early, actually think it's one of the best Jurassic Park films in the series so far. But there's a lot that we need to go over before we dive into any of that. Alright, so the earliest showings for Jurassic World Rebirth have come out. And look, I have not seen the film. I'm not so sure I'm going to get to see the film early. I may just go like casually when it releases. But the earliest showings that people have seen, they're basically saying that it's a really solid movie. Now keep in mind, guys, that early reactions online are almost always overly positive, especially on big movies like this. So you may want to take that into consideration when you go over this new information. And again, no spoilers for this video. I myself haven't really heard anything that's ruined the movie for me or even given away any key details and scenes while going over this, so I think you guys are going to be fine. But one thing to note, the embargo doesn't lift on Jurassic World Rebirth for a while, pretty close to the release, so that's also something to consider when factoring in these early non-spoiler reactions straight out of the theater. Now, judging by what people are currently saying, and I'll show you all of the little reviews that people have been posting, on the screen, it looks like this is a pretty solid entry in the Jurassic Park series for the people that have gotten out and seen it. I did see one bad review, and there's probably more out there here and there, but for the most part, I haven't really seen anything outrageously angry or upset with the film. Now, I actually have seen some longer video reviews of the movie on YouTube, and they are breaking down what they like and don't like in ways that are way more detailed that you don't really get in like a Twitter post or something like that. So I just think that's a better gauge for myself. I watched a couple of those to be like, okay, what are people actually saying? And yeah, I think it's a better gauge than just like somebody typing something on social media. By the way, they still don't give anything away. They're not spoiling anything about the plot in the film itself, so give those a watch because I think you might get a kick out of them. Now, what seems to be the consensus at this early point in time is that Jurassic World Rebirth is, for some people, better than all three of the previous Jurassic World movies, with some even saying it's a tie between the first Jurassic World or maybe even directly in competition with that film or the Lost World Jurassic Park for like a second or third place in the whole franchise so far. So I did see some people saying it's the best since the first Jurassic Park, so keep that in consideration as well. As far as the highlights people are talking about, if you're still on the fence about seeing the movie or just want to know what to expect from the film itself, a lot of people are saying that the dinosaur scenes in the film are actually really good and way scarier than they have been in years. Most people say that they think it's actually feeling like a Jurassic Park movie and not like a Jurassic World movie. So that's something to make a note of. And I did hear that it has a very big blockbuster style feel with its action and suspense, but it's way more grounded in comparison to the more Marvel era stuff from the 2010s and early 2020s, and the movie feels less over the top than some of its predecessors. That's what people are saying anyways. Also, one thing to keep in mind, apparently Jurassic World Rebirth has a pretty slow build in its first act, and a lot of people are making it sound like there's this big exposition dump that you have to like sit through. I'm wondering if it's gonna feel like what David Koepp delivered in the Lost World Jurassic Park with John Hammond and Dr. Malcolm. Either way, people are saying it takes some time to actually get going, but once it does get going, the movie is non-stop dinosaur action and suspense, and people seem to be really liking that. Also, we have heard that the kills in the movie are apparently way more brutal than they have been in a very long time, which is no surprise because it looked like they were going in that direction from what we'd heard. Also, the little Aquilops named Dolores is apparently super likable. A lot of people like that addition to the franchise. And yeah, I guess they want to put that little dinosaur in there to be more friendly and less horrific compared to the mutants and other animals, to kind of balance it out and make the most money you can. It does sound like it's going to be way more of a Lost World movie than a Jurassic World 4, which, on a side note, Universal really needs to start just saying that, because all the trailers and media marketing and everything like that, it's like the actors had these lines that they were repeating, like, this is just like Jurassic Park. We know you love Jurassic Park. Come see a movie like Jurassic Park. And look, it just seems like it's being fed from the studio, but from what I can gather, the movie is actually more like The Lost World. It's okay to call Jurassic World Rebirth David Koepp's return to the Lost World style sequel. That's fine by me. I think most people be like, Jurassic Park 2? Fine, yeah, it sounds good. Speaking of which, one of the things that I am a little bugged by, so a lot of people are reporting that the movie might have too many callbacks to Jurassic Park 1. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm hoping they aren't in the film the way people are saying they are. I know Alien Romulus was a very successful relaunch for that series, and I do think it's a solid movie. The callbacks, dude, they just really are not my thing. And I think it kind of gets lazy when you see movies just repeating scenes for meme culture or, you know, a post online when it comes out. Jurassic World Rebirth might be that kind of a film. So that's something to think about. We could be getting the Alien Romulus of the Jurassic Park series. But I also heard people comparing it to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which, in my opinion, is pretty promising. Overall, the most negative things I've heard so far about the film are that it's not really that lore heavy, and it just kind of dives in without you really needing to know much about the last film or anything prior to watch it, even with like the stuff surrounding the island and like the lore involving it, which look, I guess it's fine by me because I thought Jurassic World Dominion was a pretty bad movie, but Jurassic World Rebirth seems to be a film that people are saying is pretty solid. It's around the quality of Jurassic World or the Lost World Jurassic Park. It might have a few too many callbacks, but it looks like it's got awesome action scenes, brutal dinosaur attacks, really good cinematography. People are loving Gareth Edwards' direction in this thing. And apparently it's a lot more scary and a lot more grounded of a sequel that people say feels more like the first 3 Jurassic Park movies than the last 3 Jurassic World films. So most of the reactions have been positive, but I want to keep you guys in mind that the embargo does not lift for quite a while. And when this happens, it means one of two things. They really are not confident in how critics are going to receive the film, so they're just like, keep people shut up about it until the very, very end, which does not bode well for the movie's like reputation. But on a side note, they could very well just rush this thing out, and it actually is a pretty good movie. People are saying it might just be one of the best Jurassic Park sequels, but they're doing this to kind of build hype and anticipation for the film by having like these online reactions come out, which are always super positive. I have heard some people saying like, look, it's a good Jurassic Park movie. It's not like some of the really, really bad movies in the series, but it's also not the original Jurassic Park, which, come on guys, nobody thought it was gonna beat the 1993 original. So where do I sit in all of this? I'm excited to see the movie. I'm hoping it's around that Lost World quality, but if it comes out like Jurassic World, I'm fine by that too. This movie might be the thing that actually really revives the franchise and has a good little set of movies following it. A lot of people are saying it's way smaller scale, way more basic, and also way scarier, way more action, way more suspense, and a way more grounded and solid Jurassic Park sequel. One other thing before I go. The dialogue is apparently very good in the movie, so there's that going for it. I have not seen the film myself. This is just a report on what other people are saying. Good to know. All right, guys, let me know when you're going to be seeing the movie down in the comments below. If you have seen the movie, please do not spoil it for anyone, including myself. So like, you can just tell me what your favorite dinosaur action set piece or maybe what your least favorite thing about the film was in the comments. I'm excited to see it. I am really looking forward to diving into what this film brings. So whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be, I'd love to hear all about them in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I want to thank everyone that's helped me build my channel over the years. I'd also like to thank every one of you guys who've watched my stuff. You've all been extremely cool to me. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and hope that you'll consider subscribing. God bless you all. Christ is King. See you guys in the next video. And as always, take it easy.